Okay, so one more thing I want to create before we add materials, and that is some cabinets and a fireplace. Let's start with our outdoor fireplace here, and let me hide my slab, and let's go back to our wall layer, and I'm going to go ahead and create that surface here. Right click, make this a group, and I'm going to drag this over here to this surface, and I'm going to go 2 feet above my flat roof. And now I want to create just a little bit of some trim features here, so I'm going to go 4 inches, and let's go 16 inches, and let's go 4 more inches, and let's go ahead and stretch this out 6 inches on each side. Just a little chimney cap. And let's offset this 4 inches. And let's push pull through there and through here. And let's go ahead and let's select all these and hit intersecting faces with selection. And let's go ahead and delete some of these surfaces we created there. And let's give this a little bit of trim here. Extend it out 1 inch. And we can drop that down if we want. And there's our chimney, or outdoor fireplace. And now let's create a fireplace area. Let's go with let's type 36 inches, and I want to create just a horizontal fireplace that's 16 inches long by 4 feet wide. Go down 16 inches, and let's go ahead and push that in. And let's see. Well, I didn't create that in a group, so what I'm going to have to do is double click on there, hit edit, cut, open this group, hit edit, paste in place, and there I could, now it will actually cut into the surface. So let's push this in. We could just eyeball that if we want. And I'm going to offset this inside here, make it into a gas fireplace. And let's give it some glass walls here, some glass doors. And double click, make that a group. Let's push this in 1/2 inch. And let's create another door here. And let's apply a glass material to this. Kind of offset that 1/2 inch so they could kind of slide in and out. And before we finish, let's just create a little bit of trim around this fireplace. So go ahead and make that surface again. Let's offset, and let's go just 1 inch. We'll give it a really thin piece of trim. And let's offset this, not offset, I'm sorry, let's push or pull this out. Let's just go 1/4 inch out. There we go. All right, so there we have our outdoor fireplace. Now let's work on these cabinets over here that we will have. Go ahead and swing around this side, and we will stay on our wall layer. That's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and stretch this up 36 inches. Actually, I'm going to go 34.5 inches, and then I'm going to push this in well, actually, let's go ahead and cut out. Let's make some divisions here because we know we're going to have a grill sitting in here. I'm going to move my floor system up 4 inches for my toe kick, and I'm going to push this in 2 inches. 2 inches there, 2 inches here. And let's create a couple more divisions for our doors. And I'm going to cut this short here because I want to put in a grill. And now let's go ahead and make this into a group. And now I'm going to make my countertop. Make this a group. And let's go ahead and offset this 1.5 inches out. Let's erase that inner line. And let's extend this up 1.5 inches. Let's go ahead and create a profile edge that's rounded. And to do that, I'm going to just draw a line here. And let's go out 0.75 inches. And let's use our arc tool. I'm going to click here and here. And there we created a little profile. And I'm going to go ahead and use my follow me tool. I'm going to select all my lines for the path that I want it to follow. Go to tools, follow me, and select this surface. And there it rounded off those edges. Now another thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and offset my doors a little bit. So let's go ahead and hit offset, and let's hit 1/2 inch, 0.5. And let's go ahead and do the same on these other layers here. And I'm just double clicking, and it's repeating that offset. And let's go ahead and push these out 1/2 inch as well. And I'm going to double click and do that same distance on all these. And there we have our cabinets. Now let me go to 3D Warehouse and let's find a grill that we want to insert. So let's go ahead and go to File, 3D Warehouse, Get Models. Now let's go ahead and type in a 36-inch grill. And let's see what we can find. Okay, here's one. Let's try this KitchenAid grill. And go ahead and hit download. And load this directly into your SketchUp model. Yes. And there we go. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And there it's a little bit bigger than I want. And I'm just going to make this one fit for now. If this was a real project, probably would want to adjust my cabinets for that to work. And there we go. And let me push this out, make sure I got it lining up correctly. I'm just going to place that as close as I can to the center for right now. And one thing I'm going to do that I'm going to go ahead and edit these materials a little bit. I don't really like the material that it has on it, or I should say I don't like the spacing that the material is showing where you can see this pattern. So here I selected the material, I hit select, use my eyedrop tool and just selected that and hit edit. So this is the layer name, corrugate shiny, and here is the value that it has. So I'm going to increase this to, let's say instead of 2 foot to 6 feet. And there it spread out that texture. It kind of looks a little bit more normal. So I like that a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. And let's go ahead and unhide everything. And let's take a look around. And my pool is not on. So let's go to View, Hidden Geometry, and there it is. So let me click on that, hit unhide, and there it's back. So let's go ahead and get into some fun stuff and start adding some color to this model.